is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 120!
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's into the clear. The 40, past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 77 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And there he goes again. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 64 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. He won't go down. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now it's Ingram. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right. It's a foot race. 30, 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle as the first half is winding down as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back up. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Here's Jackson.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Out to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. Throwing is Jackson. Well, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
As And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now left side on the swing pass. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
We got this.
And the Ravens taking the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Jackson now on the move to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to take off with it. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Steps away. Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another? And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 9, 23 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Charles.